YouTube? It's Kim and it is Weigh-In Friday. I'm happy to report. I gained 0.6 this week. No, obviously I'm not happy about a gain, but it is not a big deal because I know I had a good week. It's one of those annoying weeks where you do great and the scale just doesn't reflect it. So my total loss is 102.2. So I went back to yoga this week after a few week hiatus and my muscles are sore. I know that I'm retaining water from that. I ran this week, so it is what it is. So we can't let this scale define us. Like I said on Instagram, it's not gonna dull my sparkle. I'm gonna keep rocking it this week. Planning to have another great week, and hopefully it will show next week on the scale. Isn't it the most annoying thing when you work out more and the scale's like, Arr! I see so many people on YouTube kicking butt with their workouts and the scale just doesn't move. But that's okay. We just gotta keep moving forward. Don't let it get us down, and keep rocking it out. So that's all we can do. So this week at the meeting, they gave us this pamphlet, Spring into Spring. One of those things where you have to attend 4 out of 6 meetings and you will get new bling for your keychain. So that is pretty cool. They did have some really good suggestions every week, a new suggestion to do something new and different this spring. So visit a garden center, stroll through the greenhouse to get inspired for spring blooms. Is there any gardeners out there? Grab a pail and go for a nature walk or hike. I wish we lived in a more like area where we could do hikes. We don't, but definitely maybe I can search out a new park or, you know, do something fun with Kylie. Choose a recipe from your Eat Better guide that you haven't tried before. So I had to go to jury duty a couple of weeks ago and I brought my Eat Better guide with me. And let me tell you, there are really some good recipes in there. If I get a chance, I want to do a video on that booklet because there are some really good ideas in there. Walk through your local farmer's market, pick up new ingredients and activity. If you have a local farmer's market, definitely check that out. We do on Saturdays, there's a couple. I need to check those out. Compliment yourself on what your body can do. Hug your kids. Whole groceries dance. I definitely aim to try to get all the groceries in the house on one trip. That's like a little game I play with myself. Sometimes I could do it, sometimes I can't. But I could definitely carry more now. And get some new activity ideas from the folks on Connect. Connect is a great feature on the Weight Watchers app. There's so many inspirational stories and ideas, so check out Connect if you get a chance. This is this week's weekly. I will put that link down below. There's some great ideas in here as well. If you get a chance, check that out. So do you have any fun plans for the spring? If so, I would love to hear about them. Put it down in the comments below. Speaking of fun things for spring, we are going on a cruise this spring. So one of my friends recently went on this cruise and she posted the pictures and I'm just like, wow, this looks awesome. And I've been looking for things to do as a family trip and I just decided to go for it. So we're going to Nassau, Bahamas, St. Thomas, St. Martin. We have to fly into Fort Lauderdale. And there's so many things that I can do now that I couldn't do 102 pounds ago. And there's so many things that I don't have to worry about now than I had to do when I started my journey. For instance, I don't need a seatbelt extender, and I'm a very nervous flyer, and I'm just not letting fear stop me. I'm gonna take Kylie on the plane. That was always a big fear of mine, and we're just gonna do it. And I know we're gonna have a blast. So I'm so excited to do rock climbing. They have a rock climbing wall on the ship. They have a zip line on the ship. I totally want to do that. I'm not nervous about putting on a bathing suit. I feel confident. It's just so awesome to be living life now and to not be worried about what people are thinking because I'm just living my life and I love it. And I'm not even really worried about the food or gaining weight. I'm I'm not going to be tracking on the cruise because I won't have Wi-Fi, and I'm just gonna do 2 meals a day. This is my plan. It's always good to have a plan. I'm gonna do 2 meals a day of healthy meals and 1 meal a day of indulgence. So maybe that's dinner if I wanna, have something super yummy, or I know they have like a donut shop on the ship. If I wanna have a donut, I'm just not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna try to get as much activity as I can. They have a gym. I'm gonna try to hit up the gym a few times and enjoy myself. Then when I come home, I will hit it hard. Protein will be my best friend, and that's how I'm gonna do it. So I'm not even really too worried about it, but if anyone has been on a cruise recently and didn't gain weight or didn't gain that much weight and you have any tips, please put it down in the comments below. I would love to get any tips from you guys. We got this sample today, vanilla apple chai. I haven't tried it yet, but if anyone has, let me know how it is. I will probably try it this week and put what I think on Instagram. If anyone wants to keep up with me during the week, check me out on Instagram. It is The Fit and Fabulous Mama. I will put my Instagram link below. Sometimes I do Insta stories on my workouts or what's going on. I post a lot of food. So if you want to keep up with me during the week, check me out on Instagram. So earlier this week, I posted my lemon water regimen, a what I ate video showing you how I eat Chinese takeout, and also my St. Patty's Day food shopping haul. So I will put those down in the comments below. And it's funny, my husband made fun of me for doing this. He said I looked like I was typing, which we used to work with a guy who would type like hunt and peck, type like that. So now I'm gonna laugh and think of my husband when I do that. This week's subscriber question comes from Joanne Bennett. She asks me, do I record points on smartphone or paper? Definitely smartphone. Anyone on paper, more power to you, but the smartphone for me is just so easy and I love the scanner. Do I tend to stick to the same foods or experiment? I definitely have like the same main base of foods that I like to have, and then I do add in new foods that I've tried or new recipes that I tried. So I would say I definitely experiment with new foods. I'm not like a meal prepper. I can't eat the same thing 4 or 5 days in a row. It just doesn't work for me. When I changed to Smart Points, was it an easy change or did I have issues? I definitely had some issues with changing over to Smart Points. Of course, it's a new program to learn. I had old Points Plus stuff memorized, so Smart Points, a lot of things were higher in points, so you definitely had to adjust to eating more protein, which I kind of did eat a lot of protein, but now it's like protein is your friend on Smart Points. And then a lot of things were eye-openers, like food at Panera, or the fatty and sugar foods went way up. Like some of my friends are still on Points Plus and on Instagram. I'm like so jealous of their, 3-point sugar-filled snack, because on Smart Points it's probably like 6 or 7 points. But I adjusted and I really do like Smart Points. I think it is a great program. I liked Points Plus better just because it didn't feel as restrictive, and I feel like Smart Points is definitely more of a diet, but I'm okay with going into the negative weeklies. I know some people aren't, but I don't really let it affect me too much, and I just I go along with it. So thank you, Joanne Bennett, for your question. If anyone has a question for me, put it down in the comments below and I will answer it in a future video. So that's gonna do it for me today, guys. I hope you have a wonderful weekend and I will see you next week. Stay fit and fabulous. Bye.